such sights to show you. Pain. Far we've grown, now we've Pennybob.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back once again. It's that time of the evening. And your geek is fucking well showing.
It definitely is.
Not that geek. Wait. Right.
I was at a party Friday night. I'm still recovering. Fuck you.
It started, ladies and gentlemen. It's probably started already.
It's starting early tonight, folks.
With me, as usual, she's a dreamer, she's a schemer, and she writes for Arena. It is Miss Violet Impulse.
Right for me.
I've got her already.
Love it. Continuing onwards, everyone. Hello. As he said, I am Miss Violet Impulse, here to torture you, my sweet tortured fucking souls.
And torture it is.
Anyway.
Stop that.
Moving on. Hey guys, how you been?
I've been alright, mate. How's you?
I'm good. It's been a hot minute for us because
It has, yeah.
I had illness, and so we kind of relied on episodes we had pre-recorded. Thank God we pre-recorded.
It's up here, folks. It's all up here.
Yeah. See, we do
Thus far,
know
I
what
have-
we're doing. We do know what we're doing. You might not think it,
But we do. But yeah, I also had adventures in music, so I had to disappear for a Sunday. So sorry,
That
folks.
was the Sunday that I was ill, and then it took me better part 3 weeks to recover. So here we are now, finally
Hooray!
actually recording again. Everything for the last month has been pre-recorded.
Yeah. So
That's why there's not been a sort of a consistency with doing the shout outs, because we, like I just said, we relied on pre-recorded stuff. We couldn't do shout outs on stuff that we recorded 3-4 weeks ago.
no. Okay.
So, but we're going to catch up with that tonight.
Yes. So over to Violet with the shoutouts.
Shout outs! The parts where you get to hear your own names and feel justified about being on the internet. I mean that in the nicest way possible.
Just
demon can anyway. But from Invisigas, we have from our Planet of the Apes episode, which came out a fortnight ago. Invisigas, the Gazman, who hopefully may be joining us for an upcoming episode, but we'll talk about that later.
Lovely.
He said here, fun show, my beauties. Thanks for the shout out. I'd love to come back on. I'll DM you and we'll chat again. Blah, 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 blah. What a great franchise, some great movies, both old and new. The originals are fantastic, but what I like about the new ones is that when they rebooted it, they didn't just tread old grounds. They're basically prequels and hopefully exist in the same line of the story. Also, Weta did a fantastic job. We forgot to shout that out, the special effects in the newer trilogy.
Yes, we did.
Tangent, you know that on this channel we are big fans of practical effects, but that's not to say that we hate CGI. I have more than once on this channel said that CGI for me should be when you need it for something you physically cannot do, or to make it more believable. Okay, we saw it in the 60s with the makeup effects they did, and they were cutting edge and high budget for their time. And I think the newer ones kind of copied that with the available effects at its time. So they're both fantastic films. But yes, completely agree. Thank you. That was our good old friend Gaz.
Cheers, Gaz. Last one, man.
We love you, Gaz. Mwah. Up next, lost my mouse. Hold on. Where's it gone? There it is. I couldn't scroll. I'd lost my mouse. Peek behind the curtain, folks.
Yes, that's what she said at the doctor's the other week.
But next comment, also from the Planet of the Apes episode, it's the man, the myth, the beard, the ginger one, JK47. The ginger.
JK.
Hey!
JK and her fucking hats.
Like I said, JK47, that's his gangster name.
Yeah.
He's going to release a hip-hop album under that title. At least that's what we've heard.
Well, there you go.
Anyway, he said, grew up on the OG Planet of the Apes films and used to have the collection on VHS. The first two were my favorite, but I didn't mind the last three. I think I am one of the few that really enjoyed the Burton version of Planet of the Apes.
JK.
Oh, to go a little bit Western on you there, Mr. JK. Them's fighting words around here.
So, looks like we got ourselves Burton fans.
Yeah. Anyway, but he does say though, although that end is absolute trash, completely agree. Completely agree.
Oh, I've puked better fucking ideas than that.
He goes on to say, recently I rewatched / finished off the new trilogy and loved it. Damn near perfect and really looking forward to Kingdom. Great show and thank you for the shout out. Well, perfectly welcome for the shout out, JK. Mwah, mwah, mwah. We will have to try and see if we can get you on the show at some point. That would be an interesting one.
Well, fucking time difference of being a bitch.
Hey, I stayed up for an interview with Reanimate Her over in Canada. I was up at 1 a.m. in full costume. So if I can do it, you can do it too.
It was fucking Australia.
So it's 12 hours.
Oh, my.
Well, 8 in the morning for us, 8 at night for him. I'm sure we can work something out. 8 in the morning for him, 8 at night for us. I'm sure we can figure it.
I've got a fucking day job.
What, 8 at night, 8 in the morning for him. We'll DM you. The next comment, I'm not actually going to shout it out because this person, I mean, I don't know if you've taken a look at the comment section on some of these recent episodes, Guy.
I made them.
Yeah, they're borderline insulting. They really are. I feel there's a certain someone behind this account, possibly.
Oh, I'd imagine so.
Yeah. So I'm not even going to bother acknowledging their comments here on the video, but I'm going to leave them up there for everyone to see. I mean, they're thinly veiled kind of insults, really. You know, so you know you've made it when you get a troll, though. You know you've made it as a YouTuber.
Yeah, this is true.
When you get a troll like this one. So come on, Trolly Trollington, let's troll me some more. Come on. I'll show you what Billy Goats could do when they're pissed off. Okay, over to Miss Violet's Underworld Halloween 2023 episode for another shout out from Gaz. Don't know if you watched this episode, Guy.
Not yet. I've been a bit busy.
Ed, put another pineapple on the list.
No, again.
Right yourself. Self-inflicted, no sympathy. Okay, he says on that episode of Miss Violet's Underworld, great handful of movies, especially Nightbreed, fantastic movie. Yeah, cheap plug here. I've done a episode of Miss Violet's Underworld on Nightbreed, as well as I mentioned it on the Halloween special. Please go check all those episodes out. My tongue is not working. Okay. I overworked it Friday night.
I bet you did.
I was talking to lots of people before you think anything else, you rude man. And that's it for the shout outs, because the other shout out was from that same troll. So, hello, Trolly Trollington. Keep trolling. We'll keep pointing at you and laughing.
Keep trying, bud.
I mean, the funny thing is you're trying to laugh at us because we're different. We're laughing at you because you're the same as everybody else, honey. You're basic. You're basic.
My advice, son, would be get laid.
And move out of your parents' basement.
Yes, off you fuck. Come on, off you go. Bye-bye.
You're 45, for fuck's sake. Get alive.
Yeah. Anywho,
moving on. Next segment, Guy.
Well, yeah, we're going to chat about some shit. We're going to have some geek chat.
Wait. What you been watching?
What's the date?
November the 5th.
What the fuck do you think I've been watching?
On Fire of the Vanities?
Yeah, on this laptop.
V for Vendetta.
What hit the iPlayer on the 1st of November, dear?
Oh. Tony's dad. He's gonna rip us apart for this. He really is. He's gonna say this and be like, "You." Oh, I can feel his wrath coming down on me now.
Fuck, man.
Sorry. But yes, Doctor Who. Of course, you've been watching Doctor Who.
It's the Hubination.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. The gorgeous David Tennant is back as the Doctor, isn't he?
The 14th.
Yes.
I should be there. I should be watching.
Mhm.
But yes, my TV has been full of Tony's dad. Not as full of as his mum was, though.
I was going to say, is that the name of a sex tape? I'm sorry, folks. I'm in one of those moods. I've had an energy drink right before filming. It's caffeinated. What can I say?
But anyway,
Okay.
I guess maybe not. We'll talk about
Doctor Who.
talk about the 60th in a little bit during the geek chat, I think. I've also been watching Loki.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a few episodes. I spoke to someone about this on Friday night. I'm one of these, you know, this guy. I kind of wait for something to get 2 or 3 episodes in, then I jump on it so I can at least get halfway through before the break. That's what I'm doing with
I think we can leave that for the further chat in the evening as well.
Okie dokie then, because it's kind
Let's
of the
keep
main.
our powder dry.
It's the main subject of the
Yeah.
episode, really.
What have you been watching?
Well, considering we haven't spoken in quite a while, I've been doing a series rewatch of Bones.
Nice.
Yes, from the first episode. I am now currently I'm midway through season 9.
Oh, cool, yeah.
And I've watched every episode because I've had my insomnia come pay me a visit again. Well, I don't get periods, I just get insomnia.
No, I'm trying to weigh it up.
Anyway, but yeah, I watched Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Yes, you have the advantage of this.
Yes, you haven't watched it, so I'm going to try and be a little bit spoiler-free with this. Very, very good. Just like the first one, there's different animation styles for the different Spider-Man, and some of the visuals are like the Gwen Stacy stuff I really like because it's like a pastel drawing come to life. Like no, just the backgrounds I'm on about. I'm talking about the backgrounds and the colors and things like that. They are very vibrant and very comic book, which in an age of waning interest in comic book movies is interesting to see. But I will say at 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's only part 1 of an at least 2-part story. I almost got sort of Lord of the Rings PTSD flashbacks because of it. I was like, oh God, no, not again. Not 3-hour films where I have to watch it in, oh no. Like it got me. So it's good, but 2 hours and 40 minutes, I think it could have been shorter and still told a very compelling story.
Yeah.
But that's just my thoughts.
Cool.
And other than that, not really been watching anything. I've been too busy editing my book because I'm nearly ready to publish.
Way. Nice.
Yes, in major retails soon, you know, like Oxfam and Help the Aged. They're all those posh, trendy shops.
Cancer research.
Yeah. But no, that's it then. So
yeah, fair enough. Right, so geek chat. Geek chat.
Geeky chat.
Geek chat.
I flashed it up in big letters across the screen when I'm doing the editing of this.
Yeah, you keep saying that you do the tangent word, but you never fucking do
it. I need to get a soundboard sorted on my PC so I can have sound clips to go.
Or just do it as a graphic.
Yeah, but I want a sound effect. I want it to say tangent or something. You know, I want a noise. I like noises. Yeah, but see, there you go. I could do a fart, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyway, so Geeky Chat episode for tonight. we're going to kick things off here with, and I can't believe I had to be the one to alert this guy to it. The trailer for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes dropped.
Hubba, hubba, hubba.
Oh my God. I'd watched, I'm a bit of a saddo. I watched our episode about the Planet of the Apes when we did. And when I talked about like it kind of looks like a cross between sort of Planet of the Apes and Gladiator. And sure as shit, you see the trailer and it looks like it's gonna be that way. And
Told you they listen. They listen.
They do. They do. You with the Paramount stuff, now me with Planet of the Apes. Either we're guessing really, really close to the mark, or they're fucking listening. One or the other. Not to get my tinfoil hat on because it won't fit over the horns, but you know, just it's creepy. But I'm so hyped. I'm on that. Weirdly enough, I will say this: I'm on the hype train more for this than I was Rise of the Beasts. Which, as a Transformer fangirl, that's
there's another one that I've yet to see.
Same. I haven't seen it yet either. But your thoughts on it, Guy? The new trailer?
Oh my God, it looks lush.
It really does, doesn't it?
And on the screenshot for it, friend of the show, Chris Hukin, good mate of mine and friend of ours.
Yes.
He said, "Is that the Lean Tower of Pisa in the back?" I'm like, could be. It's all grown up.
Could be. So that could tell you where it's set.
Don't know, but hey, might be not, might not. But
I mean, if it is, here we go. Fan theory time. If it is, that means that it's the first Planet of the Apes film that's set outside of the United States.
Yeah, so I doubt it will be actually. No, so
no,
they'll have to keep the stateside. So yeah, sorry, Chris, we did bump that one for you, mate.
It showed the virus that changed the monkeys did spread all over the world, and if it's so many hundreds of years later, I mean, if it is set in somewhere like Italy or Europe or that kind of region, I'd kind of be okay with it because, as daft as this may sound, the certain shots in the trailers where you see the cities all overgrown and the buildings all wrapped with trees and vines and stuff, it definitely gave me Horizon Zero Dawn vibes. If you've played that game on the PlayStation, like when you get more into like bits where you recognize like the shape of a building and things like that, it gave me that kind of vibe, and I was like, oh, see, that's what I liked about Horizon Zero Dawn was you're out in the middle of wilderness, it's just trees and everything, but then when you start seeing recognizable buildings and you start putting these puzzle pieces together of exactly where you are, if this film can kind of replicate that in the visual form, great. Don't tell us where it's set, just, maybe like we're guessing here, put landmarks around and let us figure out where the fuck it's set. Make it a thing for the fans to do.
Yeah, man. I'll go with that.
If they're listening, they're going to pinch that idea.
Yeah, of course they are.
Quick, rewrite.
I'm gonna 25%.
Yeah. Pay me up now. But anyway, so yeah, your thoughts.
Yeah. Oh God, it looks fantastic. And I think we're sort of, from the look of it, from like, the humans, it looks like we're getting towards the time of,
Taylor showing up. Yeah. That's
creeping
what
towards it. I think, but because this is a new trilogy, isn't it?
Yeah, and the thing that got my intrigue pumping was the bit where it focuses on that like train brick archway that looks, considering it's hundreds of years in the future, looks relatively clear and open.
Yeah.
So does that mean we're also going to start seeing the rise of, like in the original films when they went beneath the Planet of the Apes, they had the bald-headed, veiny humans. Maybe this is another mutation from the simian flu that certain people were immune to it, but it started to affect them differently. And because like you said, it's a new trilogy. If each one set X amount of years later, does that mean were they going to end this trilogy with the spaceship coming down?
Yeah, if Taylor turns up, that'd be just.
Oh yeah, I tell you what, right? If they get to the end of the third film and that's the hook for a new trilogy and like another trilogy added on, I'd be down for that because it's like, well, now we are into remake territory.
Yeah.
So that would be interesting to see, but we're not even at the first gate in the hurdle yet. So let's.
Yeah, we've got to wait till next year.
You can tell the hype is real here today, folks. We are very much like we want to see this film. In fact,
Mm.
I might go on record and say this could be the next film I go to see at the cinema. I'd be willing to go to
I was
this
just
one.
about to say that because you know me and my issues with the cinema.
Yeah. Well, here we
This is
go.
well true.
It's a Calico road trip.
Oh, now you're on.
We're gonna go to the cinema, we're gonna watch it, and then we can do like a straight after spoiler free our thoughts.
Yeah, don't hold the popcorn, you bitch.
I won't.
Don't do the popcorn trick either.
So we'll throw this out to the comments. Are you excited to see Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes? Thoughts on it? I mean, from what we see in the comments, people
Fucking
do
hell.
like a good AP.
Oh, we love it, we love it. And if you've not seen the
Oh,
trailer, for fuck's sake,
yeah, go and watch the trailer if you've not watched it.
go
Damn,
on, off you go. Now we'll wait.
can't
Oh,
wait. It's only
oh,
2 minutes long. I mean, most guys can last that long.
speak for yourself.
I was
Oh,
speaking from experience.
Matron. So what else are we going to chat about? Wow, I've got a good one. I've got a good one. This is
Go on then.
interesting. I was reading the magazine the other day. It wasn't Penthouse Forum, for you ask. No, apparently Henry Cavill is going to be the executive producer in association with Prime Video and Amazon and all that on a Warhammer 40k series.
Oh, I have heard rumors about that kicking around. I
Yeah,
have.
2025 apparently.
Ooh.
We not actually talked about this before. You were a Warhammer 40k.
I played some of the video games, like the RTS type ones, like Dawn of War
Mhm.
and Dawn of War 2. I played those, so I know a little bit about the lore. I did sort of get into the game a little bit. Weird period in my life, I was trying to get into something as a distraction. A friend gave me like a load of his Tyranid army that he wasn't using, and I trounced him in my first ever match, which was
Yeah.
quite surprising. But I never really pursued it. So it's one of those things that I am aware of it. I do know a
Mm.
little about it, but I'm not super huge on it. But we can cover it as an episode because I think I might know someone who knows like the entire lore back to
A
back
thing or
and
two about a thing
sideways.
or two. Well, this is my issue. Is I like Dawn of War games. They're great. I like the lore behind it. I like the stories. I like the artwork.
Oh yeah,
I can't stand playing the tabletop game. It takes fucking forever. You're dicking about at the start. I just can't do it.
yeah. I mean, the one short match that I did was about 3 hours.
Yeah, and that's the
A
short.
short match, so it was just like what the
Fuck
script.
that. Sorry, but no.
I
No.
mean, if they're going to do a TV series on it for people like me and you who haven't got the patience for the tabletop game, have only kind of grazed the surface through video games and
Mm,
people talking about it, that kind of thing. I think doing a TV series of it might get it a wider audience,
yeah.
but
I don't know. It's not like Games Workshop need a fucking money.
well, that's true. But I mean, you look when you adapt any kind of RPG into a film, Warcraft, it's hit and miss. It can be really
Mm,
hit and miss because it's kind of a niche market. It's not
yeah.
really a mass market thing. I mean, okay, you've got the star power of Henry Cavill.
I could see him as a space marine.
Yeah, but is that enough to carry a film or a show or mm,
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I
That's the
mean,
thing.
everybody watched The Witcher because he was in it, and then when he left, everybody left. Everybody stopped
Yeah.
watching it. So, I mean, it could, but I think that one in specific is tread water.
Yeah.
We'll wait and see with that one. Like, it could be good, it could be bad. It could go either way.
Yeah.
My personal opinion, it could. Sort something out of there.
Do it.
Turn that off. There we go. Forgot to do the Transformers news. We'll cover that in a minute.
Yeah. Um. Oh, more news. Welcome to Derry. The It's prequel
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
has been postponed to 2025.
Is that because of the writer's strike?
No, the right strike is over.
Oh,
It's because of the actor strike. That
uh,
is still ongoing.
fair,
Come on,
fair.
Sag. Mom,
Mm,
let's make a deal. So come on,
come on,
all you
Hollywood.
studios, stop being cunts, give them what they want. Let's get cracking.
I did hear someone say about the whole writers and actors strike and everything is that when actors strike, directors have nothing to do. When writers strike, actors have nothing to do. So it's kind of
Mm,
having a knock-on effect either way you look at it. Like you've had a writer's
yeah.
strike, which affected the actors. Now the actors are having a strike, which is going to affect the directors and the writers. But they could pull a positive out of this while they've got this time. All these scripts and everything that are kind of rushed towards the end. We'll get more into that in a little bit.
Mm,
It gives them more time to tighten it up and polish it and get it
yeah.
where it should be because a lot, and I mean a lot of media at the moment that is just cranked out and out and out and out. And we consume,
Mm,
consume, and consume. A lot of it right now, to me, is starts off great and it's just rushed by the end of it because it's like, get it out the door. We need this out there. We need to make money off this. There's
yeah.
no real I I could tangent about this so much because it interconnects with other fucking things. But yeah, your thoughts go.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is the reason why we've not had the boys series 4 yet. And I'm pissed off about that. Although, sort of looping back to what I've been watching again, I've been watching Gen V, which is the boys spin-off.
Yes, I have heard about that.
Oh, it's fucking fantastic. And you've not watched any of the boys yet, have
No, no. I did see a Blu-ray box set in HMV the other day, but I didn't check the price on it.
you? Oh my fucking god, just get it because you will love it.
I will see what my budget will allow this
It's
month.
got a JB guarantee. A JB guarantee, goddammit.
If you don't like it, you won't get your money back because
And
I'm involved.
the adjudicator has spoken. It has an adjudicator guarantee as well.
It's got Carl Urban in it, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Right,
You,
okay, well, that's me masturbating for the next fortnight. Thank you.
yes, and you've got Carl Urban setting a record for the use of the word cunt.
Oh, well, it makes me love him more. But yeah, I would definitely check that out. Right. I think what we'll do now is we will quickly cover some Transformers news and then we'll get into the real meat of this episode, the thing that kind of sparked us doing this episode tonight.
Yeah.
We're going to talk some Transformers Legacy United Wave 1. This is basically the
Are they in football, kids?
No. Well, I mean, Optimus Prime wears red. Put a Man U logo on him.
Don't. They listen. Shut up. I fucking do it.
I'll be the next crossover.
Hey, no. All right, Violet.
Oh, but obviously you guy can't see these pictures, but I can. So what I'm going to do for the viewers at home is I'm going to put. I can see that. What I'll do for the viewers at home is I will get some little screenshots of these before I upload, and I will put them on the episode, and then Guy has an excuse to watch the episode back.
Well, see, if someone had thought about it, she would have sent me a link. Just saying. Just saying.
I was rushing. You know I never organized.
Just saying.
Anyway, the two characters that I'm looking at here are an animated styled Bumblebee and Optimus Prime.
Oh, God. Bumblebee goes first. What a fucking surprise.
I never really watched Transformers animated. It was kind of, I was at that age where I wasn't into Transformers like the shows, but the toys, childhood nostalgia. But yeah, it kind of bypassed Transformers animated. And as good as these figures look, they're not for me. They're not for me because I don't have any affinity to those characters.
Well, yeah, if you've not seen the thing, then you.
Yeah, like those designs mean jack shit to me because I've
It's one of them where you just go, oh yeah.
yeah. For those who want that kind of Transformer, also great for you. You know, this is the funny thing about collecting. You don't have to buy everything. Not everything is for you. The amount of people that complain and go, oh, look at what they put in this now. It's not for you. Don't buy it.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty simple.
You know, like the amount of bullshit I see online, like, oh, they should have done this figure. Give them a chance. They've
Yeah,
got damn near 40 years worth of characters to get through.
yeah.
Get to the one you want eventually. Shut up.
Well, it's like the Bayverse fucking masterpiece line. It's not for me, so I'm not buying it. But I'm not bothered that it exists.
Yeah. But up first, we have Core Class Energon Universe Megatron, which is basically Grey Galvatron.
Right.
The picture I'm looking at, it is basically Grey Galvatron. And Core Class is the smaller class of the day. They're
Thank you.
basically minifigures, for those who don't know the class.
That's pretty fucking big.
Mm. That's what he thinks.
Well, tell the wife.
Also in the core class, we have Beast Wars 2 universe, or I think it's more commonly known as Beast Wars 2nd, not Beast Wars 2.
Right. Yeah.
Depends which part of the world you're from. I know in Japan it was known as Beast Wars 2nd. But this one is Tasmanian Kid slash Snarl.
Okay.
Looks like a blue-eyed Tasmanian tiger, Tasmanian devil type. I don't know, whatever. I don't know the character. Moving on. I will put a picture up for those who might know who he is. Again, another one I do not recognize. Core Class Infernac universe. I'm guessing it's not from the comics. Boulder Crash, and he is again core class, and he turns into a little stone motorbike. Because, okay, Hasbro. Again, I'm saying, it's not for everyone. This wave does not look like it's for me. There's no characters here so far that I'm like, oh, I need that one in my collection. I'm a G1, not a G1 purist. I'm more of a I knew those characters, so those are the characters I collect.
I'm the G1 purist.
Yes. Then we have Deluxe Class, which is the next scale up.
It's getting bigger, folks.
It's bigger. The more you see, the bigger it gets. Deluxe Class Infernac Universe Magnius.
Magnus.
He looks like a stone version of the white Optimus Prime Ultra Magnus model. Almost.
So why are we doing stone versions?
I think
Don't miss a meeting.
I think this is just purely speculation. I'm a Transformers fangirl, but this stuff is above my knowledge base. I think the Infernac universe is actually supposed to be the Rock Lords universe. I could be wrong.
Fucking Rock Lords.
Not quite as good as GoBots.
Hold on. What? They turned into rocks. Sorry, the adjudicator is admonishing me for.
Yes, then we have Transformers Animated. This is again Deluxe Class Transformers Animated Universe Bumblebee. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the design, but looking at the figure and knowing of the character designs from the show, it's a decent little representation of that version of Bumblebee.
Oh yeah, but it's Bumblebee all the time. I'm always pushing Bumblebee. Oh, Bumblebee,
yeah.
Bumblebee.
Oh, hello. We have Deluxe Class Rescue Bots Universe. So the Transformer show that was aimed at kids.
That was so class.
Autobot Chase. And to be fair, the figure doesn't look too bad. They don't show his alternate mode, though. No, they haven't got his alternate mode. They've just got his robot mode.
What's the point of fucking that?
Considering it's a
Transformer.
Considering it's a Transformers based on a kid show that usually just transform in like a twist or something like that. I mean, for the kids who grew up watching that, who are now maybe in their early to late teens and collecting Transformers, it's something for that kind of generation. Fine.
It was a shit show.
Well, I've never watched it. Again, at my age bracket,
don't waste your time.
It's a show aimed at children. I'm not going to watch it. She says watching Perry the Platypus and Phineas and Ferb.
Well, I shouldn't say anything about that.
Here's one that I'm actually kind of intrigued by. Deluxe Class Cyberverse Universe. Try saying that when you've had a few.
Cyberverse Universe. Cyberverse. No.
Windblade.
Oh.
You know what? You love me. You know I love me a fembot. I love me a fembot. One's got a purple flaming sword.
Oh, with the guns in their tits. There's fembots.
Well, yeah, but she's got a purple flaming sword. I mean, that just sells it for me as well. So yeah. Then we have in Voyager class, which again is the next scale up after. Mitching my cheek, really. Moving swiftly on, like I said, Voyager class animated universe Optimus Prime. Again, it looks like a good figure. It looks like a good representation of that version of Prime. It's not for me.
Nor me.
Then we have Voyager class Prime universe Thundertron. Yeah, I remember seeing the figure from the Prime toy line that came out in the 2010s. I do remember seeing that one. It looked okay. It turned into some sort of space tiger. I don't really know that. Again, I don't know the character. I'm not going to buy it. Sorry, Hasbro.
If they ain't fucking Decepticon Seekers, I think you're shot.
And then here we have a leader class, which is their slightly more expensive range. Beast Wars Universe Tigerhawk.
I'm aware
I
of
remember
Tiger.
I had a figure that looked like that when I was younger, but I remember it being called Silverbolt. It was a wolf with wings. This looks like a tiger with a bird fetish.
Yeah, I'm aware of him from watching, not watching, playing Transformers Earth Wars.
Yeah.
So there you
And other figures coming soon. I'm scrolling through. Oh, we have the Transformers Hall of Fame inductees. It's not showing me any pictures. No. Okay, well, that's it for Transformers news. Bit
There you go,
lackluster,
folks.
but there you go for those who come to this channel for the action figures. There you go. We talked Transformers for a bit. Now, let's get on with why we did this episode tonight. And
Yeah, I'm supposed to be hosting.
I know, I'm just moving my segment on to you. Come on, then. What are we doing tonight, guy? What was the crux of this episode?
The crux of this episode, ladies and gentlemen, is the MCU and what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, I've noticed it more and more over the last few days watching videos on YouTube that the MCU looks like it's pretty much on the verge of collapse.
Yeah,
They're pushing
it
films
is.
back, they're firing people. The guy who's playing Kang and has been set up as this big bad for the next phase, they've based loads of films around him, is now quietly getting pushed out and replaced with Doctor Doom when we haven't even had a Fantastic Four film.
Yeah.
Now, I've got a lot to say about this. You take it, guy. Go for it.
This is the problem. They're trying to do too much all at the fucking same time. And look, at least I'm in the Star Wars side of the mouse house. They're at least rolling out gradually, working on stuff,
There's
finishing
gaps.
it off.
There's
They're not,
gaps.
yeah, there's gaps. They're not fucking taking people and then firing them.
Yeah.
You know, what the fuck?
I mean, what bugs me is the amount of Marvel films and shows that have come out since the MCU kind of started gaining traction with likes of Hulk, well, the Incredible Hulk, Iron Man, the first Captain America film, when it started really ramping up its pace.
Yeah,
At this
phase one.
point, it's something like what? A combination of, I think the total watch time is like over 200 hours at this point, or something like that.
Yeah.
And I honestly think that the world is suffering comic book fatigue.
Yeah, really, really is.
I mean, the thing that got me, and I talked extensively with friends about this over the last few days when we were, I was plotting up the idea for this episode, and it seems to me that we're just cranking out film after film after film after film, and the problem is we had this big build up with Thanos to being the big bad guy, saw him sparingly here or there a little bit, and everything kind of built up to Avengers Endgame. You had this big epic moment, everything that they'd been building up to for over 10 years. It comes to this massive head. And it blew up, and it was the biggest greatest film ever.
Mm,
Where do you go from there?
exactly. This is the
Where do
problem.
you go from there? And they didn't give people a chance to breathe and take it in because literally within like I think it was about a month,
Yeah.
Spider-Man Far From Home come out, and it was pretty much a direct continuation. It followed on the Iron Man Tony Stark storyline,
Yeah.
and it was like we haven't had a chance to let that sit in properly. And this is the problem. Like you just said, it's
Yeah.
too much, too fast, too quick. That people are going, if it's not brilliant and 100% perfect, people won't watch it.
Yeah.
Um, Secret Invasion was a perfect example of this. And this is what I'm saying. It felt like the writing to me was rushed as fuck towards the end.
Yeah.
They had so
Yeah.
many ideas they wanted to do with it. And they're like, just get it to the end, just get it to the end, get it to the end. And it's like, no, you're racing and you're fucking forgetting everything on the way. And I'm at the point now where I feel like I should just dip out of the MCU for a couple of years. And I think they need to do the same thing. They need
Yeah. I mean, the problem is, you know,
sorry, mask is off.
where, yeah. Oh, sorry. The problem is they're hiring people and directors and stuff, and they're getting writers in, but then they're firing the writers and then getting someone else in.
How many directors has Blade had now?
Yeah, exactly.
Five,
It's
six?
fucking ridiculous.
Sam Raimi. Even Sam Raimi was like, I'm not touching that, see ya.
Yeah.
When Sam Raimi, the master of horror, walks away from a horror film, a
Mm,
horror themed film anyway, when he walks the fuck away, maybe you shouldn't make that film and fucking start over.
yeah.
Take a break.
I mean, what the fuck? I don't look forward to them like I used to.
No, no. Same.
I'm not excited.
Yeah.
I've not. Let's see. For example, Shang-Chi. Not watched it. Not bothered.
Eternals, I've
Eternals.
not even watched.
Not watched it. Not bothered. Black
That
Widow. For fuck's sake. Not watched it.
I watched it, but I felt the same as a lot of people because I did watch reviews after watching it. And a lot of reviewers said the problem is because it's one of those films that sits in between
Yeah.
different films where you know she's going to be alive at this point, so there's no threat to the character. And I said this knowing the fates of
Yeah.
characters in Mandalorian. When you don't, when you know that this character is going to make it through whatever hairy, nasty situation they're in,
Mm.
you don't fucking care because you know they're alive come the next film.
Yeah.
So why bother? I mean, I kind of like some of the action scenes in it. I hated what they did to Taskmaster as a character. Fucking hated that. But yeah, I mean,
But there's just no. You know, bother. It's like, oh yeah, that's come out. Okay.
yeah,
Watch it at some point.
that is exactly how I've been. I mean, I saw the trailer for the Echo series. I didn't even finish watching the trailer.
Oh well, fuck me. There you go.
Yeah. I mean,
And
it
I
was
was
a
like,
character
oh
that was in the Hawkeye show for a couple of episodes.
yeah.
Apparently, that requires that they get their own season.
No, wrong way to go.
Same with the what is it the Agatha Harkness one they're doing.
Yeah, wrong way.
Side character, side villain technically,
Yeah.
because
Catherine Hahn is a wonderful actor.
yeah, no,
She's
no,
great.
no disrespect to the act.
But I don't need a series on
No, we don't. I mean, bring them back as a recurring bad guy. Don't spin
it.
them off into their own series. And what it reeks of to me is Marvel trying to copy Sony with what they're doing with Spider-Man, where they're doing the villain movies.
Hmm.
You know, it's like, oh, well, they're doing the thing with the villains, so maybe we should start doing things with our villains. No,
No.
no, please, Disney, Marvel, stop, take a break. We're at the
Yeah.
point now where we're at the tipping point. The next piece of shit that comes out of the Marvel cinematic universe, whether it's a show or a film, right? The next flop that comes out is going to be the one where not just the hardcore fans like us, but even the casual viewers are going to go, fuck, no, I'm out, I'm gone.
No.
They're going to note out. They're going to note.
Deadpool 3.
Hmm?
Deadpool 3, I'll watch.
I think Deadpool 3 could possibly save it.
But you know what they need to do? They've got to pump the brakes, and they have got to get with the fucking mutants.
Have you heard the most recent rumor?
What's that?
Because of everything that's going on within in the recent shows and everything, then the stuff behind the scenes with the actors and whatnot, allegations and all sorts. In a panic, Disney have considered bringing back the original Avengers cast, including Robert Downey Jr. and Scarlett Johansson, characters who are categorically dead.
Dead.
Now,
no.
I don't think they should do that because, as someone said on a podcast I was watching the other day about, because when this news was like hours old, I was like, oh, watch that. They basically said that in comic books that kind of works. You can kill a character and then 6 months later you can bring them back because there's precedent for it. It's happened in past issues and past events. There's precedent for it. But in the current MCU, we've not had any characters been brought back from the dead.
Dead's dead.
The closest you could say really is Elektra in the Daredevil series. But that's loosely connected by canon anyway.
Yeah.
So I think they need. I think the MCU and comic book generals in movie. This is going over to DC as well. I'm not. I don't watch many DC movies, so I can't really comment on them. The actual Aquaman films haven't appealed to me outside of Jason Momoa walking around with his shirt off. You know, I can find that on Pornhub.
Yeah, well, that's a fucking joke because that keeps getting pushed back as well.
Exactly, and I think we are at the point now where we need to just. The studios just need to stop with comic book movies for a little while.
Yeah.
2-3 years at the most. Just take a break.
I think the problem with, something like sort of going, oh yeah, we'll get the original Avengers back together. That's just a fucking knee-jerk reaction.
It seems almost like audience pandering as well. It's like, oh, let's bring back what they loved about it.
Well, no, that's not.
You like to go in funny.
Oh, no, they are a bit. Sorry.
It's all right.
There we go. They are a bit.
New one night. My button's wearing out. I keep pressing it too much.
But,
Phrasing.
Indeed. But yeah, it's just slow.
Yeah. It's again goes back to what you said. It's too much, too fast, too quick.
Yeah.
And I think the problem as well is kind of having a knock-on effect with all this oversaturation with comic book movies. Other films that aren't comic book films are finding it really hard to hit and find their target audiences because it's the mass market is watch comic book films. There's this coming out. There's this new show coming out. Blah 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 blah. Little independent horror films are struggling like fuck.
Yeah.
Because of comic book movies. Dramatic pieces. I mean, Oppenheimer did great.
Yeah.
When's the last time you heard of a historical biopic that was as big as that one? A good few years.
Yeah, it's got to be.
But every comic book movie is the greatest movie ever made all of a sudden.
No, it's not. But
well, it was.
Arguably.
We get to things like Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantum Mania, and
I didn't mind that. It was okay.
It was the ending for me. They bait and switched the ending, and it really annoyed me. It's like, if we break this thing to defeat Kang, then we're going to be stuck here forever. And they kind of console themselves to that fate. And as they're stood there looking out over the quantum realm, you think, oh, it's going to end here. A fucking portal opens up behind them, and they get home. It's like, so why this big dramatic moment if you're just going to completely fucking undercut it by doing that?
Yeah. They should have left them there.
Yeah, I said exactly the same thing when I was talking to my daughter about it. I said they should have left them there because then that sets up a fucking sequel that could have been better. Them coming back. It's just reshoots, crap CGI, box office fucking numbers going down the pissing toilet. Marvel, stop before you fuck yourselves up.
Or how about different picks? There's so much source material.
Stop flogging the same old characters.
Yeah,
Werewolf by Night.
yeah, exactly.
I thought that was amazing. They've done a colorized version of it. Not
No,
interested.
no.
I'm not either. When I saw it, I was like, nah, it was better in black and white.
Mm. Yeah, something like that. It's like I was saying before. We talked about it with the Dylan Ones when we were talking to them. You know, I'd like to see Alpha Flight get a movie.
Yeah. Hell, at this point, even the X-Men getting a movie.
Well, that's what, I mean. I said that earlier. Just
You know,
right. Let's push the mutants a little bit. Let's get the X-Men out
yeah, that's what
because
I'm
the only thing that I'm actually excited for coming from Marvel is X-Men '97,
yeah.
and
Honestly,
that's
at the moment, that's the only thing
cartoon.
that got me going. Yes,
Yeah,
I need to see this. You know,
yeah.
it's there. I mean, I've seen the action figures that have come out already, and I'm like, some
Mm.
of the character redesigns I like. The Storm one with the mohawk now, I'm a little bit because she's in the white. She's still in the original costume, but she's got the mohawk going on,
Yeah,
and I'm like,
she had a Mohawk going on in the '80s.
well, I know there's precedence for it, like with what was one of the alternate universe names for a Bloodstorm where she had the
Mm.
mohawk. I've seen it before. It's a nice look, but as an action figure, there's just something off
Mm.
about it. It just for me, it just doesn't quite look right. But very hyped up for the show. But even Loki season two, I enjoyed season one of Loki.
I've been
Season
watching it.
two, season two. The trailers I've seen have made me go, what?
Yeah, the problem is with it though. Tom Hiddleston and Owen Wilson together bantering is just it's fucking great. So hey,
Wilson, yeah, he's
we
wow.
can bring a story in a bit later, but let's just have these two going because they're great. And then you throw in Keaton Kwan, who's just
Oh
fucking
yeah,
adorable.
yeah. I'm yet to watch season two, everyone. So,
Mm.
but yeah, I am gonna watch it. But after Secret Invasion, I do feel a little bit burned because it started off so good.
Oh, that was great at the start.
The first two, three episodes, it was proper full on like
Mm.
espionage, spy stuff. Like, okay, it was still comic booky, but it had that what you
Yeah,
expected from a Nick Fury driven.
I had a bit of grit.
Yeah. But then you get to the fourth, the fifth, and then the final episode, and it's just like, what have you
Yeah, drives it
done?
off the cliff.
What'd you do? And She-Hulk was the same. I enjoyed
Mm.
the start of that. And then by the end of it, she's swinging through the freaking Disney Plus menus and talking to the writers. And again, I heard on a podcast someone say
But I've said it to you before. That's how it was.
how it was in the comic books, but like someone said on a podcast, you've got to think of the implication of that against the wider Marvel universe. If that is part of the MCU, if she is part of the hardcore MCU, if she's got the ability to literally go to the writers and get them to change what's going on, how does that affect all the other characters around her?
Mm. That's why I don't think she'll ever be part of the main MC.
No, I don't think. I think they'll segment that character to her own little
Yeah,
corner of the MCU. Like,
she'll have her own universe.
yeah, yeah. Because I mean, I talked to my daughter about it. With Deadpool, it works because from his perspective, he's talking to us.
Mm.
Everyone else around him, he's talking to no one, so it makes him seem
Yeah.
crazy. They just think he's nuts, and that works. But when you have a character literally break the fourth wall to the point where they leave the boundaries of their own reality to come into our no, it
Mm.
starts getting a bit stupid then.
Yeah.
And that was my problem with She-Hulk. It ended so badly. I was laughing because I thought it was funny, but not in a good way. It was like, oh my god, what the fuck are they? What is this shit? Seriously, what is this? So, yeah, my view on it is MCU,
Slow.
either slow it down or
Mm.
stop for a bit. Concentrate on better stories.
Yeah.
Concentrate on
Stop.
better casting. Give the artists the time to make the CGI look believable.
Yeah.
Don't bring back MODOK as a giant testicle-headed looking motherfucker. Seriously. We do not want that. We've
They
got
also need to
Deadpool for
just
that.
get directors in and leave them.
I think what they should do is they should focus on the projects they've currently got going and
Mm.
suspend all others. Like stuff that's got past the script stage, like stuff that's in the casting stage. Stick with that and keep that going. Anything else, put it on ice. Just
Yeah.
slow down or
Yeah.
stop for a year or two. Because we've hit fatigue. You've seen it tangent on a tangent episode. You've seen it a lot with video games like the FIFA franchise,
Mm.
WWE wrestling video games. There gets to a point when you've got a yearly release, a consistent boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. Eventually, it gets to the point where you've not changed enough, you've not done a
No.
good enough job on the game.
It's a roster and graphics update. That's it.
That is it. Exactly my point. And that kind of I feel we're getting to that point with the
Yeah.
MCU now where it's just like,
Yeah.
let's just pull in this person from this film and this person from this film and this person from this film. There we go. We've got a new TV show. That's literally how it feels right now.
Mm.
And with the whole multiverse thing they've got going on, honestly, I thought that was going to be quite intriguing. Right now, I'm finding it boring.
Yeah.
I am. I'm finding it boring because it's talked about too much and seen less.
Yeah.
You know, and the old adage is show, don't tell.
Yeah.
Show us multiverse, show us different iterations and different incarnations of these characters that you don't have the actors for anymore. Get us an alternate version of Iron Man. Get us an alternate version of Cap. Yeah, okay, we've kind of got that with Falcon becoming Cap, but you know what I mean? Like alternate reality versions of Cap.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed that series.
Yeah. I mean, that was kind of one of the things I liked about Multiverse of Madness. We're seeing these alternate variants and seeing characters from like the What If being there on the screen, you know. But even that, it fucked it up. Brought all
Well,
and then slaughtered them all.
I was a huge, huge fan of What If, the comic.
Yes.
But I didn't enjoy what they did with What If the show. It's just focused on too few of the same people. What If used to go all over the place.
Yeah. There was one or two episodes. Sorry, there was one or two episodes of What If that I did like. Like I liked the Doctor Strange one. That was very, very good. Like seeing him go the opposite way. Instead of trying to get enlightenment, he goes, I need power. Like going down that dark route. I found that one to be quite interesting. The T'Challa, What If T'Challa was Star-Lord?
Yeah, that was cool.
It was okay. The one I really didn't like was the one where Iron Man didn't become Iron Man, where Killmonger. That I really, but then again, I don't like Killmonger as a character. In the Black Panther film, I watched the Black Panther film, and I did not like him as a character. I thought I don't know, it's just something about it. I just didn't like him.
Yeah.
I know he was meant to be not likable because he's a villain, but I mean, like, I was like, I don't even like looking at him on the screen. He just something about his face. But sorry, yeah, there we go.
But yeah, I think
thoughts on the MCU. Stop.
Yeah.
And DC. I think DC need to get their shit in order, really.
Yeah, definitely. It's more of the same problem.
I mean, well, Wonder Woman, the first Wonder Woman film, I thought was amazing. Second one,
I've not seen it either.
The first one, you'll like. I was skeptical going into the first one, but when I sat and watched it, I was like, it's actually really good because it's got a bit of a message behind it about the war and PTSD and things like that. Okay, obviously it's set like World War One.
Yeah.
But it's kind of relatable to today's soldiers. So I liked it for that reason. And plus the depiction of the World War, no man's land bit, that action scene is fucking epic. It's the first time you see her in the full armor and everything, and it's worth the wait. It's worth the wait. But yeah,
maybe.
Comic book films, I think we need to just stop for a little bit. Let them cook properly.
Yeah, come on, Feige, just slow your roll.
Yeah, I know you want to make money and blah 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 blah. We all want to make fucking money, don't we? But when you're churning out crap after crap after crap and not learning from what the audience is saying, because that's the bigger insult, I think, is that there's all this feedback in 2023 with social media and people like us who do this kind of thing here on YouTube. There's people who are watched by millions of people, right? On this platform alone. that say they should have done this, they should have done that. We want to see this, we want to see that. The information is out there. All
Yeah.
the Disney execs and the Marvel execs have to do is go on Twitter or X, whatever the fuck it's called now, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, anyway, TikTok, even places like that, right? And see the reaction. See what people are saying about their films and learn from it. Learn from it. Do better.
Yeah.
Right, good night then.
Yeah, there you go. And that was Jerry's final thoughts.
Oh God, don't get me started on the Violet's final thoughts. Fuck, man.
Take care of yourselves, Andy. But yeah, so there you go, folks.
Yeah, that's our ranty episode done with.
If you disagree, or if you do agree, or if you don't think we're a pair of cunts, then just put a comment down below.
Yeah. Remember though, if you are going to swear, space it out so the algorithm doesn't pick it up. But no, yeah, drop us anything in the comments if you like. Guys said if you agree with us, great. If you don't, also great.
Great, yeah.
Personal preferences, and that's what makes us amazing. We are all fucking unique, baby.
Yeah, it is that. So with that, we are going to mosey on down the highway. Please don't forget to like, share, hit the notification button so you know when we're here.
Comment and subscribe, everybody. You know how it works around here.
Yep. I've been the random man with a plan. And
that way.
That
I've
one.
been the wonderful Miss Violet, my sweet tortured souls. And remember, can't be good. Be twisted. Don't get mad, baby. Get fucking
sadistic.
Yeah. Night, everyone.
See ya. Bye-bye.